Hello, this is Jan from Red Toad Art Studio, and today we are going to learn how to swatch out our watercolors. Now I'm using a very simple, inexpensive set of Crayola washable watercolors. You can find these at almost any store. You can find these at Walmart, online, probably at a grocery store, at a pharmacy. They're just all over. Now, yes, these are very simple, inexpensive paints that you wouldn't use if you are going to sell your paintings. But these are perfect for learning how to watercolor. So let's get started. As you can tell, I've used this set quite a bit lately. We need to do what we call activate our colors. We don't use them straight from our palette here because they're dry. See, nothing gets on my brush. So what we need to do is take a little spray bottle or a dropper bottle or anything that will hold just a little bit of water, and we're going to spray down our paints. Now we do need to let that set for a couple minutes. Let me explain to you what a swatch is. When you look at these in the pans, it's really hard to tell exactly what these colors look like. The black and the violet and, see, I can't even remember what this color is, and the brown, they all look kind of alike. So what we do is we swatch them out. We make a chart of what each one of these colors looks like when it's dry. So when we're making a painting, we can check our chart to see what color that we really want to use. What we want to do is line our paper up with the colors and do them in the same order so that we can always know which one it is. And for mine, the first one is a white, and you're not going to see that very good when I swatch it out here. So you'll just have to believe me. I put white watercolor there, won't you? The rest of them will show up much better. In between doing this, we need to put our brush in our water, dab it off, and then go to our next color. Now let's see what this actually is. Oh, look at that beautiful color. Now let's see, I need to fit 8 colors across here. Oh, we're doing fine. Now, I need to wipe my brush off on my paper towel. Always have a paper towel handy. Paper towel is just about as important as your brush is. Clean it off in the water. You can dab it off again, and we're going to go to this beautiful color that we can see right off is a beautiful blue. These jewel tones, they're just so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Wipe off. Clean in the water. Now, you don't always have to do that wipe off stage. I like to. It keeps my water cleaner, and I don't have to have so many water pots sitting around. Okay, let's go to this. I can tell it's going to be a green. Look at that beautiful jade colored green. What beautiful luscious colors. All right, I'm going to wipe it off. Clean it in my little pot. And here is another green, but it's a lighter green. It's like a spring green. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's beautiful. Can't you just see all the things you want to use these colors on? Dab, clean. Now, this one, it looks like we're going to have an orange, doesn't it? And it surprises me every time I use it, because what it actually comes out is a nice bright yellow. Now, this being Crayola, they don't give them fancy names, so you won't be able to well, say, listen to a tutorial where someone's using the more expensive professional paints and they will have these long fancy names on them. You won't be able to decide which one of these it is. It may not it may not match any. What we're learning to do is use what we have and use what we can afford. And as we learn, we'll upgrade. If I get good enough that I want to hang my pictures on my wall or give them as gifts or even sell them, I'll need to upgrade to a more expensive paint. And one of the differences between these paints and an expensive paint is these fade quickly. If you hang it on your wall, it will probably fade fairly quick. Your more expensive paints will be more light fast, and people can buy them and hang them, and they won't fade near as quickly, which is one of the main reasons you pay more if you're really going to be a professional. But as we're learning, we'll probably tuck these in a notebook somewhere just to go back at and look. These are fine. Okay, let's get to our next color. Maybe I should re-wet my brush here. This looks like another orange, doesn't it? Let's see what it is. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a pumpkin color. I'm thinking pumpkins because right now for me, it's going into the fall season. I love the colors of fall. We've almost got the first row done. Now this is one that's really hard to tell until you use it, and it is a beautiful color. Look at that. A deep shade of violet. Get a little more on there. Isn't that pretty? All right, we've done our first row because this is a set of 16. With Crayola, you can get a set of 8. You can get a set of 16, and they have sets of 24. Remember, this is as you're starting out and learning. You will want to upgrade to sets that have more colors or are more light fast. But this is great for right now. And most of us have these tucked somewhere in our house. If we've been to school ourselves or if our kids have been to school, these were always required to take to school with us. Now this color here, let's see what we have here. We're going to start our second row here. It's a brown, and brown's kind of important. What if we want to paint a tree trunk or the ground? Brown is kind of important. All right. This next one I can tell is a violet color, and it looks so pretty in my pan here. Look at that. It is not hugely different than this one, but there is a little bit of difference. There we go. Look at that pretty, pretty color. And now I can tell we have another blue coming up. I love this blue. It is so pretty. See how much prettier they are when they're on our paper and activated than when they're in our pans over here. All right, here's another green. Now it's just a little bit lighter than that green there. Not too much, but just a little bit. Now this one is finally a real yellow, I do believe. Let's see how well that comes out. It looked yellow and it comes out like a lemon yellow. It's brighter than this other yellow over here. It's a nice pretty yellow. And looks like another orange. Again, this orange is just a tad lighter than that orange. And here is our red. Had to have a red, didn't we? Look at that pretty red. Nice deep red. And we have one more color. Can you guess what that is? A black. Which also actually will paint your grays for you. There we go. We have painted a swatch of our 16 color Crayola set. Now you probably will want to go ahead and label this so you'll know in the future what brand this was. Crayola 16. And when you're painting pictures with this set, you'll keep this with you and you can refer to it anytime you think, I want a green. Which one of those do you think would work best? And later on we will also look at mixing these to get other beautiful colors. But there is your swatch. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial and we will see you later. Bye-bye.